Alright, stop, drop whatever you're doing because America's ongoing political telenovela just dropped a new episode, and this one has everything. Trump, Epstein, a 28-year-old White House assistant, holiday loneliness, emails, draft manuscripts, and more denials than a Bollywood family when the groom says he doesn't want a big wedding. Let's get into it. So apparently, allegedly, according to a draft book chapter, not published, not verified, not notarized, not blessed by a priest, Trump told friends he was banging his young assistant during the 2018 government shutdown. And that's from an email Michael Wolff sent to Jeffrey Epstein. Oh yes, because when you're writing a political expose, the first person you think, let me send this to a convicted sex offender for editorial feedback. Perfect, totally normal. This is journalism now. Again, these are allegations in a draft. The assistant denies it. Trump denies it. We are just walking through the circus tent because the circus rolled into town and parked on our lawn. Let's rewind to Christmas 2018. Government shut down, federal workers unpaid, the nation confused. Trump, alone in the White House, refusing to go to Mar-a-Lago. This is the part where your brain goes, wow, maybe he was focused on the crisis. Michael Wolff, nope, storyline rejected, here's a better twist. He writes that Trump stayed behind because of a supposed affair with his assistant. And Westerhout, the assistant, immediately said, these claims are false, defamatory, unhinged, and this man's book should come with a warning label. Which, fair. If someone wrote it about me, I'd hire lawyers so fast it arrived before the rumor did. The draft mentions an incident where she allegedly walked into the residence and found Trump in his underwear. Pause. Let's take a moment of silence for the part of your brain that just died. Because absolutely no one across all parties, demographics, or religions needed that image. This is the bipartisan trauma our country did not ask for. The real plot twist here is not the allegation. It's the email. Why? Why would you send your writing to Jeffrey Epstein? Who thinks I'm working on a chapter about a president's alleged affair? Let me run this by a disgraced financier involved in sex trafficking. That guy will keep great notes. This is like emailing O.J. Simpson for feedback on your murder mystery novel or sending your tax forms to the Monopoly man. Westerhout says, absolutely not. This is garbage. Trump's spokesperson says, this is a hoax, a scam, a distraction. The irony, Trump also wants the DOJ to investigate Democrats whose names appear in the same supposedly fake emails. So the emails are fake when they mention Trump, real when they mention Democrats, mystical when they mention anybody else, and confusing for the rest of us. Honestly, the logic is so flexible, it should teach yoga. And then, because the universe loves chaos, another author claims Melania and Epstein were once lovers. Trump and Melania reportedly forced the publishers to remove that from the book, even after 60,000 copies were printed. Now, is it true? We don't know. Is there proof? No. Is the author still saying it publicly? Yes. Is this entire situation messy enough to qualify for hazardous waste handling? Also yes. It's like the political version of, hey, can you please stop adding plot twists? I'm still processing the last one. Look, here's where people get stupid. Anytime Epstein's name pops up, the internet turns into a forensic crime lab run by Reddit detectives with anime profile pictures. Suddenly, everyone is an expert in body language, metadata, satellite imagery, and palm reading. But the reality is, being in Epstein's email does not automatically make you a criminal. It means you are in his orbit at some point. And that orbit, unfortunately, was huge. So, being neutral means saying, these are allegations. Westerhout says they are false. Trump says they are false. There is no confirmed proof. And the source is a controversial journalist sending drafts to Epstein for reasons unknown. Michael Wolff has fans. He also has critics. His books sell. His accuracy gets questioned. It's a mixed bag like any airport salad. Westerhout, on the other hand, worked closely with Trump and later wrote her own book, says nothing about an affair, actually speaks highly of Trump, which makes this whole situation even weirder. We are in a political escape room where the clues contradict each other, and the only prize is more confusion. Forget the underwear, forget the gossip, forget who mailed what to Epstein at 3 a.m. The real question is, why are these files being selectively dismissed and selectively weaponized at the same time? If the files are fake, throw them all out. If the files are real, deal with all of them. If the files are both fake and real, congratulations, you have discovered quantum political physics. The debate isn't the scandal, the selective outrage is. So here's a neutral, responsible breakdown. These allegations come from a draft, not a finished, verified book. The assistant strongly denies them. Trump denies them. The source has a reputation for dramatic writing. Epstein's involvement makes everything 10 times weirder. None of this is proven. The public is reacting because the internet is allergic to context. This is one of those stories where every angle looks sketchy, like everyone involved was sprinkled with a light seasoning of chaos. Look, man, this entire thing feels like a rejected script from Succession. The truth is probably simpler. The rumors are definitely messier, and the internet is absolutely having the time of its life. But until actual evidence drops, not drafts, not rumors, not my cousin said, actual verified evidence, the only thing we know for sure is this. American politics is the greatest accidental soap opera of all time, and the writer's room has gone rogue. I'm out. Hit like, hit subscribe, and remember, in this country, the drama never ends, but at least the content is free.